What's going on YouTube? Today we're taking a look at a fully feature-packed pair of truly wireless earbuds from Soundcore. These are the Liberty Air 2 Pros. You have a personalized hearing test. You can use them independently of each other. You also get the super cool feature of a targeted active noise cancellation. What does that mean? If you're on the train, you can boost up that noise cancellation feature. If you're just walking down the street and you want to make sure you can hear everybody around you, you can actually tune it down and block a little bit less of that noise around you. Super awesome. But there's also a lot more features that I really like about these $130 earbuds. And I'm going to tell you why the Liberty Air 2 Pro should be in your cart right about now. So check my link down below if you're interested in picking them up. But let's get into it. Some of the key specs that you want to know about the Liberty Air 2 Pros, guys. You do have an IPX4 rating, so these are sweat-proof if you take them to the gym. We also get that targeted active noise cancellation feature. So again, whether you're on the train, whether you're on a plane, indoors at your home office, or you're just walking down the street, you can adjust that active noise cancellation feature. You can adjust the frequencies in which it blocks. So I definitely like this feature on the Liberty Air 2 Pros. You also get wireless charging. You also get USB charging as well. Pure Note technology is their 11mm driver, and it does sound really good, especially when you take that personalized hearing test. You're really gonna get a sound that's suited towards your own needs. You get clear voice calls no matter where you are, thanks to those 6 noise cancellation mics. Now, in terms of battery life, you get 7 hours or 26 with the case. If you have active noise cancellation on, you lose a little bit, so you get about 6 hours or 21 hours total. And that is true. I did use these and I have been testing them, and I did get very close to 6 hours. I got a little bit over 5 with active noise cancellation turned on, and with the volume basically at max volume, because that's how I do. But what I have to give credit to Soundcore is if you really want to find that perfect fit, which I highly suggest that you do, they give you so many different earbuds in here. It's not even funny, ranging all the way to extra small to extra large. And the key to having any of these earbuds, the key to having that active noise cancellation, really tune out those sounds, is to get that perfect fit. And thanks to Soundcore, including 9 different tips, you're really going to get that fit for your ears. All of our ear canals are different, so I thank them for giving us a bunch of earbuds, not just small to large. Just taking a look at the earbuds themselves and the case, Soundcore sent me this blue model, but it does come in a bunch of different colors as well. There's your USB charging port on the back here, and it also does wirelessly charge. Now, in terms of needing a little bit of a boost, if you do charge with USB-C, plugging them in for 15 minutes will give you 2 hours of charge. So if you're in a hurry and you're going to do your workout, but you forgot to charge them, plug in that USB-C cable to get that fast charge option. Taking a look at the overall case, guys, this is what it is. Now, it's not the smallest case that I've seen. It's not going to fit in your change pocket of your jeans. Rather than a smaller case that only gives you 1.5 or 2 times charge, I'll take that 3-time larger charge any day of the week. Taking a look at the earbuds themselves, you get the little Soundcore logo right at the top there, and it also spells out Soundcore right over there, and the LED lights on the top, so it's not going to really blink and bother anyone as you're on the subway. So I give them a huge thumbs up for that. This is Bluetooth 5, and it does support the AAC codec, so you're going to get some nice sound if your phone supports that as well. In terms of connectivity, walking around Manhattan, thanks to Bluetooth 5, I got a really strong connection. If you're from New York or you're from any metropolitan area, you know that sometimes Bluetooth cuts out depending on how much interference you have. This was a strong, stable connection, never cut out once. The Liberty Air 2 Pros at $130 give you a feature-packed earbud, a truly wireless earbud at that. So if I put the left earbud away, I still want to be able to hear my music on the right earbud. I still want to be able to take phone calls from the right earbud. And then if I want to switch it around, if I want to just listen to it on the left earbud and put the right one away, I want to be able to do that. So this is something you can do with the Liberty Air 2 Pros. They're a truly wireless system. So you get that automatic master-slave switching that goes on. You also get automatic play-pause. Let's get into the settings and show you how to set these up and everything that these Liberty Air 2 Pros can do. But I have to give props where props is due, guys. These are a great sounding earbud with premium features, especially at $130. You're not breaking the bank. You're getting quick charge, you're getting wireless charge, you're getting USB-C charging, and that targeted active noise cancellation is going to make you feel like you're in your own bubble. True story, I came back to edit some of the footage for this video, and it wasn't until I did that I realized that there was something being broadcasted on the loudspeaker in Bryant Park. You do not hear anything around you. Once you find that ear tip that suits your ear canal, this is going to block everything out. So I give them huge props for that, and I also like the targeted active noise cancellation because you don't always want to block things out. You also want to be able to be wary of what's around you, especially these days. So again, I think they do a great job with their active noise cancellation, and I think no matter what music you're listening to, you're going to be able to fine-tune it, whether it's with the 22 presets from Soundcore, or whether it's by actively taking that hearing test that it's going to even fine-tune it just for you, giving you your own personalized sound. The Liberty Air 2 Pros are an awesome earbud. In terms of connectivity as well, you are only able to pair these up to one device at a time. That's a little bit of a bummer. I would have liked to have seen multi-device pairing, but for most people that's really not an issue. But for people that have a phone and a tablet or two phones, it would have been nice to have a multi-device pairing option, but as of right now, this is only a one-device earbud. And in terms of lag, no delay when watching YouTube videos or Netflix or anything that you watch on your phone or tablet. No delay between what you see and what you hear, so thumbs up for that. Soundcore is a premium earbud manufacturer, and because of that, their application is definitely one of the better applications that I've used. I really like all the features in here because, well, I want to get firmware updates. I want to get an improved sound over time, and I also want to adjust the sound. Not everyone hears exactly the same. We all hear a little bit differently, and I'm going to go over some of the more popular settings of the Liberty Air 2 Pros, and one of those settings that I really like is the targeted active noise cancellation. Now what this will do is, depending on your scenario, depending on your setting, you can block out certain frequencies and keep other frequencies coming to your earbuds. Now with noise cancellation on, you have transport, indoor, outdoor, or custom. With the transport feature, it's going to block out lower end frequencies like engine, and like if you're on a train, you're going to block out all the noise coming from around you. And let me tell you, this works 100%. I was on the train, I was just listening to music, doing my thing. I turned on transport, and I couldn't even hear the train going over the tracks. I was sitting next to someone, and I couldn't even hear her talking to me. So the active noise cancellation on the Liberty Air 2 Pros is definitely a huge win. They really did an awesome job with their noise cancellation software. You can also switch it to indoor, so if you want to eliminate voice and mid-frequency noise from coffee shops and whatnot, you can. If you're outdoor as well, if you're in a quieter environment like at a park, you can go ahead and choose that. And if you really want to get into the nitty-gritty, there is a custom feature. Now, I've played around with this, but I'd rather stick to the presets from the manufacturer. But if you do want to make your own custom sound, you can go ahead and block out custom frequencies. In transparency mode, you definitely want this because it'll allow you to hear people around you. Again, if you are walking around town, maybe you're going to that local Starbucks and you just want to grab a coffee, putting this on vocal mode, you'll still be able to hear the barista and you'll still be able to give her your order. So it only blocks out a little bit of sound, and you can also have it fully transparent. And if it is fully transparent, you will hear everything around you. Putting it in normal mode, of course, turns off the active noise cancellation. So if you want a little bit better battery life, now I'm only talking about like an hour or two more, you can leave it on normal. And switching between these, you really do hear the difference. This is no gimmick. This is no joke. The active noise cancellation on the Liberty Air 2 Pros works 100% of the time. I was in my office taking a phone call. Someone walked in and was talking to me for about 5 minutes. They didn't notice I had the Liberty Air 2 Pros in my ear. And then I saw them later on and they're like, you know what? That was completely rude of you. You didn't even answer what I asked you, and I had to apologize and show them that I was testing out some new earbuds. So the active noise cancellation works 100%, and it's actually one of the better active noise canceling earbuds that I've tested, especially at this price point at $130. You are not going to beat this active noise cancellation. The application also has a couple more features that I want to show you guys. Of course, you see your battery life for your left and right bud right at the bottom here, but you can also personalize the sound with the Hear ID. So if you want to take the hearing test, it'll create a custom sound stage. It really is a hearing test. It'll give you some tones and you can tell the app if you've heard it or not. And this will just adjust the sound to your ears. Again, my left ear is not as strong as my right, so I hear a little bit better on my right ear. And you can see everything about it right over here. There's also an equalizer in here as well. So if you want to go in and create your own custom EQ, you can go ahead and do that, and you can save it on the bottom. But they give you 22 presets from Soundcore and from 10 Grammy-winning artists and musicians. You have a bunch of different EQs for different genres as well. If you want that bass booster when you're listening to EDM or you're listening to that hip hop, you can go ahead and do that. And the bass on these earbuds is really good. The sound coming from the Liberty Air 2 Pros definitely blew me away, especially at this price point. But putting the price aside, these sound really good, and I have to stress that because I do listen to a lot of music every day, and I do have a bunch of different headphones, but these sound really awesome, and because they're so comfortable in my ear, these are now my go-to earbuds. But you have different EQs for podcasts. You also have different EQs for just about every genre of music. So I really like the built-in EQ. Again, this is why you want to buy earbuds from a premium manufacturer, because they do give you different EQs and they give you a lot of settings as well. Next thing that I look for is what I'm going to call hands-free operation. I don't personally want to pull out my phone every single minute I want to change a track or increase the volume or whatnot. So we do get controls, and we do get independent left and right controls on the Liberty Air 2 Pros. So you can take a look at some of the options you have. You can increase or lower the volume, get your next track, get your previous, play pause, activate your assistant, or you can also switch between that ambient sound, that targeted active noise cancellation. So you can trigger it, go into noise canceling, transparency, or normal, which is turning it off. Again, independent controls for the left or right with double tap. You also have a 2-second hold feature that activates different things as well. Basically the same options. You will be able to do just about everything you want without having to pull out your phone. The next and final thing that I want to show you guys is the ability to update the firmware. I've been super impressed with the Liberty Air 2 Pros. That targeted active noise cancellation definitely works, and I like the ability to switch it up. I don't always want to block out all the noise around me. I sometimes want to be able to hear what's going on, especially these days walking through Times Square. You really want to know what's going on. So with the ability to change or boost up that targeted active noise cancellation is something that I really like. I also like the sound quality from these. I think they do a really nice job of not muffling any of the mids or muffling any of the highs to give you a little bit more bass. It's a well-balanced sound, but if you do favor a little bit more bass than the average bear, such as I do, you're going to be happy with this. Trust me, there is enough bass to fill your needs. There is enough bass that it's going to be a very enjoyable listening experience. Again, it's not overpowering. It's not the only thing that you're going to hear, and I personally like that. I still want to hear those mids, and I still want to hear those highs, and thankfully, with the Liberty Air 2 Pros, I am able to hear all of my music the way that the artist intended it to be, and I think they do a really nice job. So overall, these are something that I can recommend. Other than music, you are going to be taking phone calls on these earbuds, and let me give you a sample of both the indoor and outdoor sound quality.
In terms of the sound quality, this is what you can expect if you're outdoors. You're just walking down the street normally. You have a little bit of free traffic going by. You have other people walking by you as well. I personally think the sound quality is really good on this end, what I'm hearing. So let me know what you think about the sound quality on the other end down in the comments below. Now let's skip over to the indoor test and see what the difference is like when you're just at home, when you're at your home office making a phone call. If you're at your home office making some important business calls, making that paper, or you're just walking around the crib talking to your boys, this is what you can expect the sound quality to sound like inside in your own house. I think the sound quality is really good from the Liberty Air 2 Pros. I can hear everybody perfectly clear. But let me know what it sounds like to you down in the comments below. Again, I think these 6 noise canceling mics are doing a really good job on these earbuds. Let's get back to the review and talk to you a little bit more about what these can do.
Again, check my link down below if you're interested in picking them up. But at $130, these are an absolute bargain. These are going to be a very satisfying earbud. Now when you do pick them up, let me know down in the comments down below what you think about them. But again, I'm super happy with them, and I think you will be too. I appreciate you guys watching. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.